What do you think? They think the same thing. I used to hear that.
People battle for that.
I don't know, but I knew if I'm going to jump from out there, I'm dead anyway.
Coming from the south.
Para arriba.
For your own safety, get out of here. Let's go. Get out, folks. Let's go. Walk north. Walk north. Relax. Get away from the city wall.
We're under attack. He said, don't use the subway.
I think I don't know. They're able to probably go. They're probably not trying to get a hold.
Vamos a caminar para arriba.
I have no idea. Estamos parados.
No trabajan.
Oye, la casa volando.
JFK. The Jets. No. I mean,
have nothing to do with it.
yeah, but from a safety standpoint, this isn't safe.
Like a check?
That building, even several World Trade Center being open at all. I think we gotta keep going.
Everybody please get on the sidewalk, clear the street. Please,
Cover your nose and your mouth.
You alright?
Trying to get in.
What for?
Management over there.
Oh, not anymore.
Management there. I took the day off so I could get my bathroom sealant fixed.
Would you have been in the building?
I would have been right where they landed.
Jesus.
I would have been on 86, One World Trade.
Took your day off today.
Happened the first time too.
When was the first time?
93.
What happened?
I walked out of the basement, the walls came in. Bastards. Them fucking bastards. All my co-workers are dead.
Yeah?
They have to be. I just talked to a guy who was down in the basement.
So what do you think it was?
They flew planes into the building.
Planes? More than one?
Yeah.
How many?
What I understand too, but I don't have all the details. I only heard it on the news.
So it was a terrorist attack?
Absolutely. Can't get a call.
Getting signal?
No.
Is it though?
Getting nothing, actually. Yeah, it's one of your brothers did it. Scumbag. Fucking Habib.
So what makes you think it's immediately Arabs?
Yeah. What do you think?
Well, I don't know.
They're the ones that got us first, or Muslims, Egyptians, and the others were Pakistani. I'm not sure. It was a mix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where are you going?
Brooklyn.
Yeah, great.
Get in.
Thanks.
I can tell you is, as you can imagine, absolute chaos. People were running, panicking just when the smoke
I saw that
and flames
building
were going
collapse, man.
out.
I broke
People
down.
were trying to head down south towards the World Trade Center when suddenly there was a large rumbling and the entire tower fell and collapsed to the ground. People came running north because of the smoke. It was billowing up Broadway. There's a thick black cloud of smoke. You can't even see down Broadway from the vantage point of City Hall. I've now moved inside a building, but all the buildings along Broadway here at City Hall are being evacuated. On my way up to this building, I ran into a woman who was in Tower 2 when the plane crashed into Tower 1.
Were you able to get any information from her?
Did it happen?
Yes, I was in the building.
Oh my God, you were in the building?
I was on the 92nd floor of number 2. And I didn't see the first plane crash, but I was on the lower floor when the second plane crashed into number 2. And my brother's a photojournalist, and he's down there now. I hope he's okay.
How did you get out?
I walked down 92 floors, and I stopped on the 70-something floor because they said everything was okay, and the second plane crashed.
Into the second building, right?
Yeah.
What happened? So it was the first step. Of course, at this point, everyone's concern is just getting north, getting away from the World Trade Center, as well as finding out where their families are. There are lines around the block to use payphones. Everyone is scrambling, trying to figure out what is happening here. We will bring you more as soon as we know it. Eileen LaPalmer live, 1010 Wins outside of City Hall.
Well, as much as people would like to get in or out, you will not be able to do so into the city. The Port Authority, we are reiterating, has closed all of its bridges and tunnels, and that includes the George Washington, Holland, and Tunnel. A busy, busy place. St. Vincent's Hospital.
Where you
Fox
going in
News
Brooklyn?
Channel reporter.
Downtown Brooklyn.
Okay, great. I live in Fort Greene.
I'm going to Geralman Street.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that building crashing.
Oh man, I saw it. I saw it when I was over here. It just came down. They should have took those buildings down since the first bombing. Since the first bombing, the structure, I believe the structure was not sturdy enough. That's why it came down. It already took a shock. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I used to work in that building when I was in college. And, oh man, that's sad. The people that I know that have worked there are probably dead. That is sad. So you're a journalist as well?
I make videos, and my sister called me and went right when it happened, and I knew I had to go. I actually got on tape the crashing down of the building.
Man, I was in the highway by 60 some odd street when I heard about it. And I called my boss, but now I can't call nobody from the cell phone.
Yeah.
Still down.
Jesus, man. Where were you guys?
We were working at 50th floor of World Trade 1.
Oh yeah? On the 50th floor?
Like an earthquake.
And the building shook?
Yeah.
But it hit above you, right? So... So, were you able to get down in an elevator?
No, upstairs.
You had to walk?
Yeah.
Was there total panic in the building? Yeah.
I guess what seems to be an unbelievable fire and smoke inhalation. There had to be 5 or 6 bodies just jumping out of the building.
Oh man!
And everyone here is just, I mean, it's a sight that you can't even describe. I'm doing a terrible job telling you what I'm seeing, but it defies words. It is the most horrible. I can now see some blue sky where the second building was, the south building. It's not there. I don't know how far it fell to the ground, but it crumbled, and I can see blue sky when the smoke clears. It is a horrific scene.
All right, Joan.
Yours work?
I got a voicemail.
Sorry that you had to see that. 1010 Wins reporter Eileen LaPalmer.
Who's this guy coming to?
City Hall. I understand you've moved. Eileen?
Yeah, Lee, I am outside of City Hall. They have evacuated City Hall. They've evacuated all the buildings around here. They're trying to move the crowds north. This was already underway just after the 2 planes had crashed into Tower 1 and Tower 2. And then when everyone was starting to calm down and look at the smoke billowing out and still running around trying to figure out what was going on, suddenly Tower 2 collapsed. A billow of smoke went up. The smoke started coming up Broadway. Literally everyone started turning and running north to get away from the smoke, not really sure what's in the debris, what's in the smoke. In that crowd running, I ran into a woman who, as I said before, was in Tower 2. She escaped, and she is here.
Yes, I was in the building.
Oh my God, you were in the building?
I was on the 92nd floor of number 2. And I didn't see the first plane crash, but I was on the lower floor when the second plane crashed into number 2. And my brother's a photojournalist, and he's down there now. I hope he's okay.
How did you get out?
I walked down 92 floors, and I stopped on the 70-something floor because I said everything was okay, and the second plane crashed.
Into the second building, right?
Yes.
What happened? So it was the first Tower 1 was hit first?
Yes.
So at this point, obviously, everyone's trying to locate their family and friends, as well as get themselves to safety. The area around here at City Hall is under lockdown. All the buildings are being evacuated. Everyone is being told to move north. Eileen LaPalmer, live for 1010 Wins, outside of City Hall.
We haven't heard yet from Mayor Giuliani, but I understand that he does plan to address us at some point. Eileen?
Yes, we are trying to locate where the mayor is. Obviously, usually when there is crisis situations, he would be down at the Office of Emergency Management, which is down at the World Trade Center. We cannot find him right now. The City Hall is also evacuated and locked down. Obviously, for security reasons, we will let you know as soon as we know when the mayor will speak with us.
Okay, as to how all this happened, it's becoming increasingly apparent that this was a terrorist attack. President Bush as much as said so about an hour ago, what with 2 planes in very short order crashing into the World Trade Center, both towers, and the second South Tower has now collapsed. In addition, a plane has apparently crashed near the Pentagon. There have been threats. Obviously, all of these threats are credible today. The White House was evacuated, so too the Treasury, the Capitol, and now we have a report that there has been an explosion near the U.S. Supreme Court in Washington, that according to Fox News. 1010 Wins reporter Carol D'Oria on Long Island, and I don't imagine there's much traffic moving from here to Manhattan this morning.
No, I can't imagine how I would make it to Manhattan today, but I have to tell you, on Long Island, it's so far removed. It's a peaceful, sunny day, and yet people are absolutely gripped by this. I just came over the Atlantic Beach Bridge, which is right on the Nassau County-Queens border. And as you go over the top of the bridge, you can see the smoke billowing from the World Trade Center. People have pulled over to the side of the road, sitting on the railing of that bridge to take a look. I'm now on the National Expressway, which is Route 874, and people have been pulling over their cars because as the expressway has overpasses, you can see the smoke billowing. It's a grayish black on the edges. It has turned white. I stopped in a deli to buy the newspapers, and a deli that is normally busy and buzzing with people, it was just a hush as people listened to the radio that was on in the deli. I've made phone calls to people, and people are just crying because of the sadness of the tragedy.
It started out as a beautiful, bright, sunny day, and in the matter of just a very few minutes, that was shaken, along with the sense that New York is a secure place. Just to bring you up to speed on the effects on infrastructure of this episode, all of the airports nationwide are shut down. There is no air traffic in the United States, at least until 5 p.m. today. Also, the Port Authority has closed down the Lincoln and Holland tunnels and the George Washington Bridge. If you are a New York City firefighter, you are requested to report to your station immediately. We need all possible help at this time. You're listening to 1010 Wins, continuing live coverage of this disaster that's unfolding this morning in New York City. And let's go to 1010 Wins reporter Lori Madden with an update on the New York City tunnels. Lori?
And we just got an update from Shadow Traffically that all of the tunnels into and out of the city, we know about the Port Authority tunnels, but on the East River as well, closed. That would be the Battery Tunnel, the Midtown Tunnel. We would assume those would be shut down. We've got the confirmation they are shut down. All of the bridges, the East River bridges also coming into the city. You cannot come into the city on the East River bridges, the Triborough Bridge, the 59th Street Bridge, Williamsburg Bridge, the Manhattan Bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge. You cannot come into the city.
How am I going to get back home?
Is open, and that's the latest word from Shadow Traffic.
Okay, if your plans involve coming into Manhattan, your plan is to stay put right now. Already in Manhattan, he was getting ready to start what was to be a regular workday at the New York Stock Exchange. 1010 Wins reporter
Larry
Larry
New York City Department of Finance
telling us what's been going on from his vantage point. And Larry, where are you now?
Well, Lee, I'm on Lafayette Street. I've walked several blocks north. I know I'm north of Canal Street, but I'm not exactly sure how far. I walked into a store, and they were kind enough to let me use the phone. As you may or may not know, many the cell phones are almost impossible to use this morning. I was standing at the corner of Park Row, and I believe it was Fulton Street when we heard this massive explosion, and the top of number 2 World Trade Center came down. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but...
Where you want to... I'll drop you up by the subway.
Yeah, you can drop me.
Yeah, 210 Geraldo Street to take the train right there.
You mean, are you gonna pass like BAM?
No, I'm gonna go to 210 Geraldo Street over here. I'm gonna pass Tillery, Adams. Well, this is gonna be Adams.
So you're not going as far as Atlantic?
No.
Okay.
That's cool. But certainly, you mentioned normal workday. I don't think there are going to be any normal workdays in this part of Manhattan for a very long time. Lee?
All right, Larry. Speaking of the subway, 1010 Wins reporter Mona Rivera has been checking out the mass transit situation. Mona?
New Yorkers who are hearing the word terrorist attack are angry and they're afraid. I spoke with Sonia Warner. She was taking the A train into Manhattan from Brooklyn, and she got off in fear. They're going to attack the subway station next. If they bomb the Pentagon and then the World Trade Center right here in New York City, it could be next. We don't know. But that's the thing about my house. She said an announcement was made stopping many trains from going into Manhattan, and no one was going to work today. Mona Rivera, 1010 Wins in Brooklyn.
Wins News Time, 10:22. Let's get caught up to speed on this situation, which affects not only New York City, but the nation. Let's go live to 1010 Wins newsman James Faraday. James?
All right, Lee, well, the big word in Washington concerns this apparent plane crashing into or near the Pentagon, causing a huge fireball and a scene that is eerily reminiscent of what we saw at the World Trade Center. Thick black smoke emanating from the Pentagon.
Maybe I'll get out.
Jim Angle of Fox News Channel is on the scene.
You come into Washington, Virginia, miles from the Pentagon, you can see the smoke billowing up from the building. Huge clouds of smoke. So much so that commuters coming into town have pulled over to the side of a busy freeway, what is ordinarily a busy freeway, and are sitting, watching in amazement as the symbol of the United States Defense Establishment goes up in smoke.
All highways in and around Washington, D.C. are now jammed with traffic, as, of course, are the highways in the New York area. Lower Manhattan virtually closed
all
off.
cell phones are down because of that building.
Along with many other federal buildings in Washington, an evacuation underway as a precaution.
Well, everyone's calling. That's probably what it is.
The roads around the White House, the streets around the White House were blocked seconds ago. Members of the Uniform Division of the Secret Service ran out to intersections and started diverting traffic. There are emergency vehicles on almost every block around the White House. The road south of the White House has also been blocked. And as you know, the White House is being evacuated. Federal employees are standing on the street corners in and around the White House, having left the building for fear of another attack.
Among the explosions in Washington this morning, one near the Supreme Court building, as we hear from Fox Channel newsman Brian Wilson.
I was just here in front of the Capitol, which, by the way, has been evacuated, and back toward the Supreme Court area, we just heard a low, muffled thud. It sounded like a small explosion. Sirens are going off around this city like you cannot believe, and just overhead a moment ago, something I have never seen in Washington in the 16 years I've been here, military jets are now patrolling the skies over Washington, D.C.
1010 Wins coverage continues with Judy DeAngelo.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, James. We are just getting word now that not only the airspace lock, but below ground is also being closed.